Good day, binary option traders. This is Rich with binaryoptiontrading.com coming live with some price action today on the binary markets. Currently June 6, 2012, and it's currently 9:09 a.m. And I'm looking to take a put option here on the Euro USD. I got 29 seconds to get in this trade. And what I'm looking at is we've had a solid move down over the past few hours on the euro. Let me see. One, two, about 5 straight hours of downward movement. Just struggling after we've made some new highs for the day, and it's just getting beat up again. So what I'm looking at on this particular trade is a move. We saw move down, stair-stepped a few steps down, and now we're doing a pullback into that, and now I'm looking for it to continue to the downside, knowing the pivot is just above us. The pivot level is at 1.2466, and we're in at 1.2459, so not that far away. It could gravitate to the pivot, which would hurt our trade right now, which is currently down by 2 pips or a pip. But this area looks like a nice little area of resistance, and it might not be able to push through at this particular time. And then once this settles in for the next few minutes, I'll come back and we'll close out this trade together and see how it did. So hang on. All right, guys, so we're back. We have 50 seconds, less 45 seconds to go. Price reversed back in our favor. And looking at 3 pips right now. Price is fighting though, so it could come down to that last second maneuver of whether the price will move back up towards the pivot or just stay where it is and kind of fluctuate downwards, which is what I was thinking. And at this moment on the MetaTrader chart, it looks pretty good. I have something to announce after this. It's not really an announcement. It's more of what I did prior to this trade of the day. Okay, so it looks like this one's going to be a winner unless we get a nice jump up. So we're going to watch it to the... You guys can't really see it, but okay, so 9:15 just expired, and looks pretty good. Looks really good. So let me bring this up, and I'll bring the chart up and show you what I was looking at. It's a little bit more tricky of a trade for the average trader, but always consider what I look at: price action, support, resistance, the latest moves, what's happening in the overall markets. And actually, okay, so hang on. Okay, so real quick, this is the trade we took, the Euro USD, and it was at 9:09 a.m., 200 invested, 1.24593, and it closed at 1.24558. 4 pip winner, just under 9:15 with a $370 payout. I don't usually show the whole portfolio just because it's easier for me to focus on the one trade, but this time I'm going to include a second trade on this back end. And actually, I'm looking at my back end, it looks pretty good if I show the whole thing. It's actually 7 winners in a row. But I don't want to do that. That's not the point of this project and this videos and everything else. I just want to focus on the trade of the day. But that being said, I'm working with another trader. His name is Binary AJ on YouTube. Good trader, good voice, starting to learn the markets really well. Smart kid, just picking up real fast on how to trade several different markets, whether it's 60 seconds, 15-minute binary options, and several other things. It's been really impressive. He's the one that does the video responses. You can see the video responses within the videos. And he has created his own little channel too. So he's getting a little following, he's getting some subscribers, so it's definitely something you want to do too. And he might, develop that into a nice channel for himself. And we're going to work together a little bit going forward on sharing our trading ideas and what we've seen. I just wanted to make that quick announcement. But that being said, again, I did take a 60-second trade, and that's what he likes to do. This trade was a Euro USD 60 second, $25 invested. I got in at 1.2467 and it closed. This is a call option and it closed at 1.2469. Oh, almost a 2-pip winner for 42.50. And I'm going to show you the chart of what I was looking at on this one, and it's a little bit different. It's a little bit the same as binary AJ does it, but I kind of just broke it down my own way, and we'll go from there. So let me bring up the chart. Okay, so here's a Euro USD 1 minute chart, and this is the move. All this action going down from 1.25 even further. I'm just going to 5 minute real quick. Yeah, you can see like this staggering on resistance once. We were doing pretty good. I mean, we're above the pivot. We're above, we're highs for the day, and then it just took off to the downside. So once I saw it took off to the downside, I was trying to find some areas for call options, if not put options, depending on wherever it is around the pivot. And once I saw this step, and then a little pull back, this step, a little pull back, and this step, a little pull back, I just figured it would keep going. So once we made this nice move up to this level, I was looking at this area and this area for resistance, and this is where I got in on, hold on one sec. Let me confirm the candle. Okay, so I actually got on this little red candle here at the top. Looking at this consolidation area for it to fall down, continue to move down, and this is where I got in. It went against me for a few pips, and then within a couple minutes it dropped below and closed in our favor, and has now since gone up back to the pivot like I thought it would. Just I didn't know when it was going to do that. I just had confidence in this trade going to the south side. Even at this level, I would not take a call option, so you were definitely in put option territory. So once you see these things develop, I mean, a stair step, stair step, stair step, and then a nice pullback that we moved above, almost above this step. You look for the second step to look for resistance. It's almost like a new support or resistance line or pivot line. This is, I think, is a strong area. Look, it's dropping right now. This is actually a strong area to trade the pivot because of this little consolidation here and being the pivot. This would have been a nice put option as well. 1620 entry. Yes, a few more minutes. I don't know if it'll work out or not. It's a little, actually, it's a little tight. Looks good right now, of course, but I don't know if it's going to play out or not. But you definitely have momentum to the south side in your favor. So let me go over the 60-second option I took. Let's see if I can bring that up. Not something I plan on doing a lot of, but if I see this set up, I have another MetaTrader chart. Just using a couple things. I added one little piece. This is binary AJ's find. He actually passed it to me, and I started looking at it. It kind of gives you the lights, the green light and the red light. So let me see what we can do here. All right, so here's another 1 minute candle chart on the MetaTrader platform, and this is where I got in. I saw this nice move down, but meanwhile the price had, let's see if I can bring this up a little bit cleaner. All right. Kind of hard to see. I'll see if we could try this. Okay, so we were around the pivot. We're just at the pivot level for the past few minutes when I took this trade. This is a 60-second binary option, so I had 60 seconds to make my move. I was either I'm in and out in a minute, so not much time for things to develop. But what I did see was the price. The price had started consolidating here, okay? 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, and then we had this nice move down. However, it was consolidating before this move down. So that made me believe, okay, there's one final push before they're going to move it back up. Obviously, throughout the rest of that next 20 minutes or so, the price ended up moving back down. But what this little bar did, the strong bar, allowed the price to move back up through that bar real quick, and that's where I took my trade. I took my trade on this bar here, which is an 844 candle. And what I did also notice was this stochastic. This is what binary AJ uses, I think. This colored stochastic was green, so there was some momentum to the north side forming. And once it crossed here, it's pretty much where I entered. Actually, it was on this candle that this price crossed this line. And you got to learn about stochastics. I'm not really the strongest stochastic trader, but I do know how to trade them on certain platforms and areas of setup. So once I saw this green pass, it actually turned black, which gave it more power, I guess you can say, in the color coordination. And once that happened, I jumped on this trade to the north side, and it closed 2 pips up, and you can see it moved up from let's just see, give or take 24.58 to 24.67. That's kind of high. 24.58. Yeah, okay, it did. I just the thing is I was only on this candle, so I saw this particular move, and it closed 2-3 pips in my favor. I'm having a hard time explaining my trade for the Euro USD 1 minute trade. I'll have to figure out a format how I want to explain it going forward. It's a little bit trickier. I know that binary AJ uses like a huge chart. He's got like 4 indicators. He's got Fibonacci's. He's got support resistance everywhere. Lots of lines, which is fine for him. I don't usually trade with anything but price and these levels of support and resistance. In this case, I did see something, and it was a matter of price action around the pivot. So I knew the price would want to pull back, gravitate back to the pivot. I saw this strong bar down after consolidation for it to make a move right back up to that pivot, and then I saw the green of the stochastic cross over the slower line, and once it did that, that's pretty much where I got in on my entry. Now the stochastic is also a lagging indicator, so that's something you also have to consider when you're trading in the future. And you want to learn more about the 60-second binaries, I'd follow binary AJ. You can find them in most of the my videos in the past week or so, 2 weeks. In the comment area, you can see video responses, and that's him, and he's telling you about his 60-second trades or whatever trade he's doing. He's actually branching out to several new areas, which he finds exciting. Rich with binaryoptiontrading.com, and we hope you enjoyed this video. Please share, like it, always helps, and make some comments. More comments the better, even if it's small comments. If you want more information about anything, let me know, and I'll try to put it together for you, and we'll go from there. So have a great trading day, great Wednesday, hump day, and it's June 6th, binaryoptiontrading.com. Until tomorrow.